Welcome back to the QuikStrike video series. Today we are going to cover the settlement prices menu item underneath the market dashboard. This should be a little bit shorter video, but I think we'll point out some differences in that page and a few different products that you might not have recognized or noticed before. So let's go right to it. So in this case, pretty straightforward. You're going to see the information about which contract you're currently viewing. So again, you can select your contracts from these different expiration drop downs. It's going to be the same across all products. So if we switch over to a June contract here, we can also see the settlements for this. Nice thing about these tables is you can highlight a row and it'll go across the whole row, so you can easily see a particular strike and make comparisons and look at the change rather easily. You can also go back in time. Again, same thing on the Pro version, which we're demonstrating and will be demonstrating throughout our video series. You can go back 30 days, so you can go and see where the settlements were over the past month in case you happen to be on vacation or holiday and you get back and you want to see how things have progressed. We can also limit what we see here from a strike standpoint. So we typically default these to 15 up and 15 down, and you can change those as need be if you want to print them out, again, using the PDF operation over here. You can print in portrait or landscape. If you want to take something with you or review it or send it to somebody, you can do that. What you're also going to find underneath the option section, you're going to see the current expiration that you're looking at. You'll find that there's a summary section, and what we've done here is we've done all the at the monies. So it's very easy for you to get a straddle run. A straddle run is what they call when they show all the prices for the at the money strikes, or the strikes closest to the future across all the expirations. So here you're going to see the whole spectrum of the crude oil market in one page. So you can see how the futures changed from day to day, what the straddle price change looked like, and what the volatility change was in that straddle price as well. So, and that's going to be available across all the products. And then for good measure, we've put the futures here so you get a good idea and what the price change and the futures were on the day. And we also have thrown in the open interest and the change in open interest for there as well. Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out is if we go to the short-term interest rate products or the interest rate products in general, you're going to see a little bit different format for the settlement page. And I'm going to go to a front month here. So now you'll notice we have the calls, the strikes, the put, just like you did before, but we have two volatility sections. Okay, the volatility in Eurodollars is oftentimes spoke of a little bit differently than the other volatilities for regular products like crude oil and corn and stuff like that. So there's a special model, and this is usually called a normal model or a basis point volatility model. So our short-term interest rate products within QuikStrike are all have volatility values for a basis point volatility model. So that's what you're seeing here in this volatility column. But in order to be consistent across other platforms, they often use a Black-Scholes or American. They're generally considered close to being the same thing from a pricing standpoint around the money. You're also going to see the Black-Scholes volatility value here. So you'll see other platforms will have this as their base volatility, and this you'll have to calculate specially. But what we've done since most of the market thinks of the Eurodollars in this volatility, we've presented here for you, so it's much easier to get access to that number. Now, with that said, we also have two columns within the Treasury products. Now here you're going to see a volatility, but now you're going to see another column called the basis point volatility. So in the Treasuries, there's a price vol. Okay, so this is volatility used with the regular like Black-Scholes or American model, and this is the volatility that will be displayed in most platforms, including QuikStrike. But people also think of the volatility in the Treasuries from a basis point volatility standpoint, and the basis point volatility allows them to look at things on a more relative value, because these basis point volatilities, both in the Eurodollars and in the Treasuries, you can compare no matter where the futures are, and it's an easier comparison. So there's more apples to apples thing. But in the Eurodollars, if you compare the Black-Scholes volatility when the futures are 99 versus when they're 95, those are much different volatilities in terms of how high they are and how much impact they can have on the underlying from a movement standpoint. But in any case, we've presented both of them here for you in the short-term interest rates as well as the Treasury products, just to make it a little bit more comprehensive in terms of the information that you're going to be able to find here in QuikStrike. So that's it for today. Again, remember you can switch the expirations by clicking on these different menu items within the expiration bar. Change products as always up here from the blue select products section, and you'll be able to choose from the range of products that we have here, and then you're going to see the products listed above. So for now, that's it. We'll look forward to seeing you at our next video, and talk to you soon.